It's online business discussions, and today we have an incredible subject. It is the characteristics of a successful online business owner. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I have a few business partners on here, and I'm going to be going over what made me successful, like what makes a lot of people successful in this business. What kind of characteristics do you need to have, right? And to be honest with you, you don't need to have any specific, I would say, but we're going to talk about certain characteristics that helped us succeed in this online business. And I got a huge check in the mail. I could, the thing is I slid the check down, like I went like this, like just kept tapping on it. And I wanted to see what the sale was from, because I could tell by my business IDs what sale it is. And I didn't see the business ID this time. I seen how much it is in the number. So I didn't open it yet because there's a lot of checks in here. And I'm going to open it with you guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys how much money I got in one envelope. It's pretty incredible. Maybe I won't say exactly in numbers, but give you, a rough estimate because we don't do income claims on here. But I'm pretty excited because this one, I'll just let you guys know this one check that I see, because it says the numbers, like it says like how many thousands it is in the numbers, like in words. I can read the words. It's a lot. 2 months to make this. 2 months of salary I just see on the first check. And there's this envelope is like really thick, like it's really thick. So I know that there has to be like maybe 8 or 9 checks in there. All right, let's get started. I want to tell you guys all about this business and what we do, and pretty much, the characteristics. So mainly the characteristics, but we'll have our live workshop tonight. So if anybody's interested, stay tuned. We're going to tell you how to get to that live workshop so you can get started just like us. Without further ado, I'm going to add my business partners. Hey, Angie. Hey, Abiba.
Hey.
Abeba. I always call it Abiba. Abeba. All right, girls. So if you want, Angie, you can introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And Abeba, you can introduce yourself after Angie. And maybe we'll mute each other beforehand and unmute so we don't interfere with each other's audio. But we'll introduce ourselves. And then, Angie, you'll be the first one to tell us what the characteristics are to be a successful online business owner. So you can introduce yourself if you'd like, and then Abiba will introduce herself.
For sure. Thank you, Georgia. So my name is Angela. I am a business owner. Georgia's my coach, and I work part-time as a nurse right now in a wonderful school, and looking to make this business our plan A, and being able to quit the job eventually and quit the 9-to-5 and live the lifestyle that we want to. So about the business and about the characteristics that you need to have, I think a very important characteristic is to be coachable. Being willing to learn from someone else who's already successful and gone the road before you, because we offer the system, we offer the training, we offer all the tools that you need to be successful, and we offer one-on-one mentorship as well. So when you sign up with a business, you get your own mentor, you get your own coach, and you get a whole team of people that have gone ahead of you, and the system is guaranteed to work. But we do also offer that one-on-one mentorship, and those people will be able to help you and guide you step by step and give feedback, and just being open to that constructive feedback in whatever it is that we're working on is very important.
I love that. And part of it was cut off, me not hearing what you said in the beginning, but I heard the last part because the kids came in screaming and playing. But yeah, definitely. Thank you, Angie, for that. Abeba, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself? And yeah, you're on mute.
Sorry. Thank you, Georgia. I'm Abeba. I'm originally from Ethiopia. Currently, I live in Freiburg, Germany. One of the characteristics of online business owner is to be plugged in the system. We provide all the systems, and our training is amazing. Everything from no experience, just it leads till the point that we be expert. So we have to able to plug in everything in all platforms which is provided on the training. And masterminds, we have business owners masterminds on our program. Actually, we do this business by our own time as a side hustle. So our training is accessible anytime that is convenient for us. So able to access every resources which is provided on the training that leads to success. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know that that's one of our big solid foundations to this business, is our training, our masterminds, our weekly Zooms. So there's two masterminds that pretty much happen. One is every Wednesday, the business owners all come together and watch it. Like there's thousands of people that will watch it online. You're not shown, you're just here. You know, some of our most successful business partners talking about their tips. We get updates. We stay plugged in. See what's going on in the online world. The online world is always changing, so we're getting updates, what to do. So I love that part. And yeah, and then I do my weekly little masterminds, my weekly Zooms with my business partners, and those are on Friday. And we literally just choose subjects that are going to help our business partners, show them about Google ads, YouTube ads, whatever it is, free advertisement. And I love that we have one specific Zoom, which I'm choosing the end of the month, girls, everyone, because everyone's debating end of the month, beginning of the month. I think the end of the month is pretty good to see how everybody's doing. So that I love that. That's the favorite Zoom of all of my mastermind that I have with my team integrity, because I talk about, you know, everybody talks about how they're doing, what they've been doing in the business, how they're feeling. They can ask me questions. They're free to ask each other questions, because there's a lot of successful business partners in my little community, in my team. And so I'm like, it's just strictly let's hang out, let's see what's going on with each other, just in general, just in life, how you doing. And so I love that. And the ones who are succeeding the most are the ones who are plugged in. And a lot of people have jobs, so they came into this business to get away from their 9 to 5. So they're actually working on this business so they can make enough money and get away from their 9 to 5. So we have a few people like that right now. Some already left their 9 to 5s. So the ones who are doing that, they sometimes miss our Zooms because the times are not, they're not available at that time. But they have the replays. We always upload the replays to YouTube. We send them the link. We send it in my team chat, so they can always reference and go back to it. And you're always, that's pretty much staying plugged in. Go through the training, visit our chats, see what you missed, see the updates, and you can do this on your time. This is not a business where you're stuck with a ball and chain to your business. So I had a person that's starting a business asking me, well, how do you get time? How do you do all this, Georgia? And a few girls was like, oh, I don't want to come on because the kids are going to be loud and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Now, what just happened now? The kids came in, ran in, screamed, played, that happens often when I'm doing my business. I was telling my business partners, I got a king bed. They're hanging out my room. They're laying on my king bed right now. One's playing blocks on the floor, and I'm on my computer. I was looking for winter tires, but this is, I'm telling them, like, this is what I usually do. They're with me at all times, even if I'm working on my business. But it's not that I'm working on my business. We have an availability to work on it when we choose. So thank you for that, Peppa. So I guess I'll go with my subject, which is a will to change, like wanting change. That's what my subject is. Pretty much being ready for a change. So I think that's a big asset to succeeding in this business, because I see so many people who come into this business and they're ready. They're like, I want a change. I'm sick of that 9 to 5. I'm sick of being broke. I'm sick of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sick of not buying what I want. That's how I came in. Honestly, girls, and everyone who's watching, I didn't want to depend on anybody for money. I didn't want to wait for my spouse to bring home money and me to feel like I don't want to ask him for any money, because that's what was happening. I spent all my savings, everything that I earned and everything that I worked so hard for, I spent because I literally didn't want my kids to be cared for by others. And opportunities came my way to get a job and to work as a sales associate and all these things. But I was like, no, I'm not leaving my kids to be cared for by others. And I'm not going into the system. I thought to myself, no, it's silly. God bless everybody who does do that, because you guys are rock stars. But I thought to myself, if I get this job and these couple jobs, I'm going to have to pay more than half of my pay for childcare, commute, gas, food. I'm going to have to do all these things. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to take home much, and I'm going to be having my kids cared for by others. I'm a germ freak too. I'm thinking, like, I don't want my kids to keep getting sick. I don't want the kids to get abused. I don't want the kids to get hurt. I don't know who I could trust. All these things are running through my head. I'm Mrs. Positive, but at the end of the day, when it comes to my kids, I'm a lion. I'm a tiger. So I love them so much, and I want to make sure they're protected. So I had a babysitter that hurt my daughter before, and I think that's what made me feel that way. So long story short, I was ready for a change. I was like, I'm sick of not being able to buy my kids what I want to buy them. I'm sick of not being able to take them to the nice dining places I used to take them. And I'm sick of living this life. I want a change. So when I seen this opportunity, I was like, oh my goodness, like, where was this? Where was this all my life? Oh, what happened? Let me see.
This one.
This is Sky. This is one of my twins. You want to say hi? Your pinky looks totally fine.
Hi, Sky.
Hi.
Say hi. She's running. Close the door, Sky. Please.
I like how you say that you didn't go looking for jobs, and you mention that very often. I think in this business, in order for you to succeed, you need to see the business as something that you can grow to generate income. If we're going to keep looking for that perfect job, and we're going to keep going back to that mentality of I need that job, it's you're not going to get out of it, because you're going to be relying on someone to pay you for the hour. Whereas what we teach people is to create this business, have everything for you. You stay plugged in, and you're going to start generating an income. So I think that's also very important, is keeping that in mind, that mentality of being business minded rather than working for the hour for pennies.
100%. And at the end of the day, like, sometimes some of my friends tell me they get like $25 an hour, $30 an hour, even $50 an hour. And then at the end of the day, they're like, I don't have enough money for this.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, in my family, in my mind was like, wow, they're making $25 or $50 an hour. They're awesome. They're rich. But reality is, yeah. Sorry, go on.
The more you make, any job, whenever you're on payroll, the more you make, the more you're going to pay towards taxes on each paycheck.
That's exactly what I was
there's a cap. Whereas with the business, you create an income, you have maximum profits, you scale your business, but then you can write it off because it is a business. You can write your expenses off.
Yeah, and you can also incorporate it and only have to pay 11%. So at the end of the day, you're the winner. So that's what I see in this business. Like just everything that I went through and starting this online business. There's no overhead. There's no, you have to pay for a commute. You have to, do all these things. Stay away from your family, pay for babysitters, all that. Like, you're strictly just running your business, and the cost of this business is minimum. Like, you choose what you want to pay for your ads, and there's free advertisement too. So there's no monthly payments or a monthly fee for the business. And I love that. That's where we're very different.
And the other thing, also having that feeling of secured, like having something by side, like if something happens. Last year, as we have seen, all because of COVID, so many jobs, so many things happened. So having by side something is the feeling is very nice.
Yeah.
Just if you lose your job, you have something by side that you can run. um, yeah.
Yeah, like you're saying, you're prepared. If you were to lose your job tomorrow, what do you have? What else do you have that can create that income for you and bring
Yeah.
money in to pay at least for the bills? If you have nothing there, then if life is unpredictable, if something were to happen, you get injured or you lose your job, you have nothing in place there.
Yeah.
100%. And that's what a lot of people have in mind when they come to me asking me, like, look, I know this job is not secure, or I'm sick of working there, or, um, I talk about this a lot. Um, like the kids' father would often tell me, like, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to get fired. And I told you, I'm Mrs. Optimistic. I'm like, no, you're not. You're doing great. And, but at the end of the day, I used to think the same. I'm like, he's going to get fired. Like, because these people are so hard. You need to make a quota. You need to, and I was, even though I wasn't worried and I'm positive, but I could see it. Like, these people treat you like numbers. Like, you're just a number here. You can go at any time. If we don't like you, you're going to go. And that's the way it is. That's the reality of a lot of businesses. And there is, the thing is there's a lot of, we see as if there's a lot of things online that scams, because believe me, there is. So this is legit. But there's also a lot of scams in businesses that people aren't aware of. There's very shady things. So throughout me seeing my friends and, my spouse that I was with, or people in my life, me seeing and hearing their stories, there is so much shady stuff that goes on in these businesses, and people don't like it. And if you're not conformed with them, you're going to get fired. If you, like one of my best friends from church got laid off because of their religion. They said, you're not, because of what you believe, we're going to have to let you go because you're not pushy enough. Like, you're not, I was like, what? I felt so bad for this person.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of things that go down in workplaces that are not moral, right? They're not.
Yeah.
They're shady, and all through the times that the stories I would hear, I'm like, that's not right. Some companies are like, you can get $200 gift card when you purchase a phone, and they're not giving the people the gift cards. They're keeping it for themselves, or the sweaters, or the extra phones. I'm like, really? That happens? Or like, there's scarcity. They put out a certain amount of shirts to show you that you're going, you're gonna, you can only buy that size medium. Or, some places, some car dealerships, they're like, you have to purchase this to guarantee your car. And really and truly, it's only 200 or 300 to purchase, but they're saying it's 1,500 to 2,000. So the world is, there's a lot of shady things that go on that people get away with, and a lot of workers don't like it. So I've seen that a lot of workers, like, they don't like that, and a lot of people will leave their job or get fired because their morals don't align with that. So I like the fact that this business aligns with my morals, and I like the fact that, just like Angie said, you don't have to be afraid that you're going to get fired, or you don't have to be afraid that you're going to lose it, or you work at it, you make your own money. It's a lot like a franchise. I would say it is a franchise because it's already established. So we're already established, this online business community. We have very high-end medical grade products on the back end that generate really high revenue. So you don't have to like hold these products, ship them. You don't have to store them. This is all done on the back end. You don't even have to reach out to people and sell them directly. We just advertise. So yeah, I really like the fact that I love everything about this business. There's nothing immoral about it. It's pure transparency. So yeah. But do you just want to talk about anything else? Is there anything else that you just wanted to go over?
I have this quote that stumbled upon yesterday, and it's when making plans, think big. When making progress, think small. And so when we are our own business owners, I think that's also very important to remember is when you want to see results, you want to see the small results accrued every day. So you want to be able to be giving at least an hour a day to the business, or 30 minutes to an hour if you're really tight on time. But when you start to consistently work on the business, you're going to see consistent results. And when you work towards your goals, and when you have your goals set and you reevaluate your goals and you think of higher plans rather than just being in survival mode, you think of what you would like in your life. Eventually, you're going to see those results coming to reality, or those goals coming to reality.
Yeah.
100% right. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. So we talked about consistency too, just being consistent, just going through everything, not stopping, focusing on that goal. I think that's a big thing for being successful. Like I have my vision board. I have my vision board there. I have things written um, on my mirrors. It's described like that again. Sorry. So um, if you're continuously having your mind set on that goal, not letting anything get in the way, when you have to, do things for your family and spend time with them and cook dinner and just be a mom or be a dad or be a sister, a brother, whatever it is, or you got your job, that's understandable. But focus on your goal. Don't lose focus. Like sometimes I get on this phone and like I'm a sucker for my family. Like I just start looking on my family's Instagram. I love them. I miss them. They're all in Ontario and COVID hit and I couldn't go back. I was going to visit in the summertime. Or I love inspirational speakers. Like I'll look at their quotes or clothes. I love clothes. Like I'll look at nice clothes and stuff. And I'm like, what am I doing? Stop. I got a goal. I got to focus on that goal. So like I get myself out of that in like a couple of minutes. I'm like, no, I'm wasting time. So a big thing is not to waste time. Like having your focusing on your goal is a very big asset to being a successful entrepreneur. In other words, online business owner, entrepreneur, whatever way you want to put it. But definitely I see when I'm focused, I get the job done and I go towards my goal. I don't like to waste time. If I have to literally like even when I'm with my children, I want my children to have a good life. I want them to have fun all the time. I want them to learn. I want them to, even when it's coming to eating, like I want them to eat the best so they can be healthy or whatever the case may be. So if I'm going to put my all into something, I'm going to focus on that goal. I'm going to make sure it happens properly. A lot of people lose focus. That's one thing that I forgot to mention when I was talking about, ready for change. And we was gonna talk about also a why. So ready for change and talking about why you want to start this business. Sometimes people see my ad or they see this business and they're like, oh my goodness, I want to do it. And I'm so excited. And they just pretty much lose focus and they forget why they want to start. And they're not ready for a change. They don't feel they're ready. But really and truly, they was ready when they first seen the ad. They was ready when they first seen me talking. They was ready when they first seen this online business opportunity. But the thing is their old ways of thinking and people putting them down or scared, they're being scared or fearful has made them not take that step. So to everybody who's watching, you're ready to start. Now is the right time. Don't wait tomorrow. Don't wait the next day. It's never going to happen. Now is the right time to start your online business, to start your journey, to reach your goals. Okay, so I'm going, Angie, I don't know if you was here. Yeah, you was. I was talking about, because you was in the backstage. I was going to talk about how I'm going to open up my checks. So I'm not going to say exactly the amount, Sorry, Abeba, I know there's a little interference. I keep muting you because there's a little interference with your speaker. But I'm going to be opening up my envelope. I don't know exactly how much I got, but I can see underneath. One of them is a lot. It's like I said, like 2 months worth of salary just in one envelope. So guys, I'm going to count how many envelopes, well, checks I got. So it's one envelope. I got it today, and I'm pretty excited. So let's see, guys. Wow, this is a lot. I'm really excited. Pirelli winter tires, here I come. Okay, I got the first check. So I just can't believe how big this is. Okay, let me just count how many. 1, 2. I think this is my biggest payday, Angie. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Are you going to be telling us? You're just.
Yeah. 4. I'm going to count the checks. 5 checks. 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 checks. Oh my goodness, this is a lot. Okay, first check. I told you about 2 months worth of salary. So usually it would take a person 2 months. Okay, let's just say this. The job at Costco that I was going to take, it would have taken me 2 months to make this. And I'll give you a rough estimate when I'm done here. Oh my goodness. So this one, I'm going to count them all together. So, okay. That's a lot. My biggest payday. Okay, I'm counting it all in my mind. Give me 1 second. Wow. Okay, let's just say it's almost 5 figures. So almost 5 figures. Just think about that. So it's in the pretty much a 5-figure payday. So guys, where else do you make that much money? If anybody doesn't know what 5 figures is, 5 figures is 5 digits. So, you got to think about that. 5 digits, 10,000 is 5 digits. So it's 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So I'm in the 5-digit, 5 figures. So 5-figure payday. Angie, this is my most successful payday. My biggest, highest payday.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Lord. That's incredible. This is what this online business will do for you. I didn't introduce myself to anybody who doesn't know me. I'm a mom of 5. I'm a CEO. I'm an online business owner, mentor, and coach. I'm helping people all over the world to get started. Obviously, you can see people from Germany, people here in Canada, people from US. We got Australian business partners, people from UK that start this business. We got people from all over the world that is just flourishing and doing so many incredible things and are so happy to have their own business. And they say that I inspire them, but meanwhile, they inspire me because they're literally managing a whole restaurant, one person, and she still is booming this business. And she told me she got 10 leads. And there's another person that is working. See, Angie too, she's working right now. She loves her job, working with her children. And like she's a nurse in a school, like kind of like a private school. So, and she loves what she's doing and she's making a lot of money in this business. So she's doing really good. And I know Abeba, she's on her way to her dreams, talked about that before we was going. She loves this platform. And me, I'm a mother of 5 beautiful babies, enjoying our life, like just thinking about how I could just do whatever I want. Like, I know it sounds silly to some people, but like to put some winter tires on a car, but to me it's not silly because before I started this business, when it would reach winter time here in Kamloops, oh my goodness, Kamloops is crazy for winter. Like we got big mountains here. It's crazy. So you're going to want winter tires. And before it was like, okay, let's look online, see if we can get some used winter tires for a couple $100. And do you know how hard that is? Especially when you're having an SUV that needs to seat like 6 people or 7 people. So for me to be able to like go and purchase brand new winter tires on my Escalade and get a good brand. Like I was telling him, what about the Pirelli tires? And he's laughing at me. He's like, those are the most expensivest tires. I'm like, but I want them. He's like, okay, I'll call you back with a quote. He couldn't even find a quote for me because the system was down. But he was laughing at me because I want the best. I want those ones because that's what the ad came in. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get some. And he was just laughing at me. So for me to just do whatever I want, buy what I want, buy the best for my children's safety, best winter tires, going up these crazy hills here, that's a big accomplishment for me. That's a big accomplishment to buy like $2,000 tires for the winter to keep my baby safe and to store, to take off during the summer months. It's a big accomplishment to buy a new SUV, an Escalade for my kids, and all these things to make 5 figures today. Like that's huge. Think about that, guys. Like 5 figures you can make in one day in this business. Where else could you do that legally? I don't know where else unless, you're a real estate agent and you have been a real estate agent for a while, because believe me, I've seen that people had to be a real estate agent for a while to start making even a profit. And they was like, you know what? I didn't pay for my license, keep my license that year. Because some places cost like thousands of dollars for you to just have that license there or to be with that certain brokerage. So I'm really, really grateful. I want to thank the good Lord for this business. And I want to thank you ladies for coming on today. Remember, it doesn't matter really what characteristic you have right now. If you're shy, if you feel like skeptical, even if you feel, you're not sure, or if you feel confident, or if you're positive, or if you got business skills, or if you got none. Sorry, go on.
The most important is just be yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Be yourself, and we're ready to help you guys get started. That's just why we're doing these lives, to show you real people, and you don't have to feel like this is totally not you and this is not your comfort zone. You do whatever you want in your business. Your business is your business. Main thing is it's registered under you and you're going to be making big bucks. That's the main thing. That's all I thought about when I first started. I was like, oh, I didn't think I'd be this successful. I didn't think I would be live. I didn't think I'd be coaching. I didn't think I'd be hitting the milestones and making this much money. I didn't think any of that. I was happy to make like $1,500 extra a month. That's what I wanted. I was like, okay, if I make an extra $1,500 a month, I'll be okay. And now look at what I'm doing. Look at what I've accomplished. So don't underestimate yourself or this business. And where do they need to go to find out more info, Angie? Tell them a little bit about what's going on tonight.
We're having a free workshop that you can watch to learn more about the business. And you can find our websites here. Mine is www.nickandangie.com. And it's at 5 p.m. PST Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Awesome. So tonight, if anybody's watching live right now, we have our workshop at 5 p.m. PST. So in about another, I would say 44 minutes to be precise. So in 44 minutes, you can watch our live workshop and that'll explain whatever you need to know. It has our little, it has all of the slides, like what you're going to be doing, how we're going to create your website, how we're going to create your business funnel that's attached to our system that runs 24/7. And like I said, if you don't have to go live, you don't have to show yourself on those webinars, like you just watched a webinar. And if anybody has any questions, reach out to us. So we have Abeba's website there.
Yeah, www.abidebebe.com.
Yeah, and mine is georgiawomen.ca. And if whoever you feel comfortable with, we can mentor you and coach you to success. Just add your name and your email, and we'll send you a personal link that our system is going to create for you when you add your email to join us live. And if you can't make the live, you can watch a replay ASAP. As soon as you add your name and your email, you're taken to the replay that I co-host explaining everything. So God bless everybody. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bless you. See you guys later. Woo!
We'll see you.
See you.
Your payday. All right. See you, ladies. Bye.
Bye.